This is the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation.
The time is precisely 1:15 p.m. This is the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation. News edited by Catherine Pereira and read by Chandima Virakon. Headlines. A power plant to generate electricity by using solid waste was opened by the Prime Minister. A National Development Media Centre to fulfill the people's development. COVID vaccines for 57,000. Minister Prasanna Ranatunga says no decision has been taken which harms the country's unitary. A national policy to build local agricultural industry. Detention of Aung San Suu Kyi extended. The first power plant to generate electricity through solid waste was opened by Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa this morning. The plant is established at the Kerawalapitiya area. Chairman of the Ceylon Electricity Board, Vijitha Heras, told the SABC that 10 megawatts capacity of electricity could be generated by using 700 tons of solid waste daily through this project. He told the SABC that this will be a better solution for the garbage crisis in the Colombo city. Media Minister Keheliya Rambukwella says that a National Development Media Centre was established to acknowledge the people on government's massive development project. He made these remarks opening Media Centre this morning at the Media Ministry. Earlier, a Media Centre was established on national security. A correct and true information will be published nationally and internationally through this centre successfully. The government has paid attention to vaccinate all citizens in the country by the month of April and May. A large number of programs are being implemented under the advice of the President to rebuild the tourism industry, foreign affairs and apparel sector, which were collapsed due to COVID-19. Health Services Director of the Western Province, Dr. Dhammika Jayalath, says that providing COVID vaccines to the Western Province is being carried out successfully. The aim is to provide these vaccines to 57,000 persons. She said between the ages of 30 and 59, all are to be vaccinated. This program will be implemented by health medical officers covering 3 districts. Secretary to the Ministry of Agriculture, Dr. Ajantha De Silva, says that the initial measures have been taken to launch a national policy to build the local agricultural industry. He pointed out that the need of such a policy is more important to create a stable program to enhance the agriculture sector in the country. He made these remarks participating in the Subhati program of the SABC this morning. Attention has been focused to safeguard the agricultural industry as a national policy. A better price for farmer products and to use lands for fruitful purposes is being considered. 756 COVID-19 cases have been identified this morning. Most cases were identified from the Colombo district. The National Operational Centre to Prevent the Spread of COVID-19 says that 172 cases were reported from the Colombo district. Another 6 COVID deaths have been reported from the country this morning. Therefore, the overall death toll has increased to 409. The overall infected cases reported from the country is at 77,183. More than 70,000 infected persons have been recovered. This news comes to you from the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation.
HDFC Smart Goals. All it takes is 3 years.
Continuing with the local stories, police have uncovered details pertaining to rackets to sell jumbo peanuts products that had been imported by repackaging and the products with new expiration dates. Police media spokesman DIG Ajit Rohana said The racket was detected during a special raid conducted by the Paliagoda police at a food packaging factory in Paliagoda. He said 1.8 million packets of food that had expired and were being repacked were found during the raid. To end the local news, the headlines again. A power plant to generate electricity by using solid waste was opened by the Prime Minister. A National Development Media Centre to fulfill the people's development. COVID vaccines for 57,000. Minister Prasanna Ranatunga says no decision has been taken which will harm the country's unitary state. That ends the local news.
Darling, our daughter has top O-level results. Do you know what this means?
Yes, just 3 years and she'll be going abroad for her degree.
For which we'll need a bank loan.
But is a normal loan the smartest option?
What else?
The smartest way is to start an HDFC Smart Goals account.
Let your child begin their degree with no delays. Start an HDFC Smart Goals account. Call 2356 888.
Honey, you're so smart.
HDFC Smart Goals. All it takes is 3 years.
A mother knows the pain of each member of the family. Siddhalepa, the trusted relief for aches and pains.
An effective therapy for relief from cold, sneezing, flu, headaches, swelling due to toothaches, rheumatic, discomforts, and muscular aches and pains. Siddhalepa, the Veda Mahatmya in every home.
The main news story is brought to you by Siddhalepa Veda Mahatmya.
On the main news story, Minister Prasanna Ranatunga says that the Indian government has not made any statement officially to establish a branch of BJP in Sri Lanka. If they do so, the government will respond to it in a proper way. Mahinda Rajapaksa, when he was the president, has fulfilled justice to the Tamil people after ending the 30-year-long war. Many development projects were carried out in the north and the eastern provinces during his rule. Parliamentarian Pramitha Bandara Tennakon says that the people should not panic unnecessarily of establishing a branch of the Bharatiya Janata Party of India in Sri Lanka. He also pointed out that the parties like Community Party was created from Russian politics. That ends the main news story.
The main news story was brought to you by Siddhalepa Veda Mahatmya.
Brush your teeth twice a day for healthy teeth and gums. Supiriviki and Kakulu, your trusted brands in oral care for many years.
Supiriviki Ayurvedic toothpaste for adults. Kakulu Ayurvedic toothpaste for kids. 9 Ayurvedic ingredients of Supiriviki will protect your teeth and strengthen your gums. Supiriviki and Kakulu, products from Siddhalepa.
Moving on to Watch Light, the drivers say that there is a fuel shortage for 3 days once a month at the fuel stations in Yatiyantota area. These stations are being administered by Yatiyantota cooperative societies. The reason for this is that the cooperative societies have not stored sufficient stocks of fuel. Due to this reason, the drivers are facing many difficulties. This is for the attention of the chairman of the cooperative societies. That ends Watch Light.
World News. Brought to you by courtesy of...
From the first step you take till the time we meet, the trusted leader prioritizes you always.
All you need under one roof. People's Leasing, the trusted leader.
Headlines of the world news. Detention of Aung San Suu Kyi extended. Japan begins vaccinating healthcare workers. COVID South African variant, surge testing areas to expand. Myanmar's ousted leader Aung San Suu Kyi is facing an extended period of detention. Aung San Suu Kyi and others, including President Win Myint, have been detained since a military coup on February 1st. Her detention was expected to end today. A lawyer for Aung San Suu Kyi and officials from the court in the capital, Nay Pitaw, told reporters in separate occasions yesterday that the ousted leader was charged with illegally importing handheld radios and using them without permission. They said she also faced a charge of infringing on coronavirus regulations during her election campaign last year. The same charge was filed against Wen Myint. Japan has begun vaccinating healthcare workers at medical facilities across the country. The vaccine, developed by U.S. pharmaceutical company Pfizer and German partner BioNTech, will be administered to the first group of about 40,000 healthcare workers at 100 hospitals. Workers at the National Tokyo Medical Center began receiving their shots today. They will get their second dose after 3 weeks. About 800 workers at the medical center will be part of the initial group to be vaccinated. Surge testing for the South African variant of COVID-19 is being expanded in several areas across England. The test will take place in areas of Norfolk, Southampton and Surrey. Surge testing for a mutation of the Kent variant will also expand in Manchester. People in the latest targeted areas should take a test this week whether they are showing symptoms or not, the Department of Health said. Surge testing for the South African variant began on the 1st of February. To end the world news, the headlines again. Detention of Aung San Suu Kyi extended. Japan begins vaccinating healthcare workers. COVID South African variant, surge testing areas to expand. That ends world news.
World News. Brought to you by courtesy of...
From the first step you take till the time we meet, the trusted leader prioritizes you always.
All you need under one roof. People's Leasing, the trusted leader.
Moving on to development news. Tourist City Development Program was initiated in Beragala, Haputale and Diatalava areas under the patronage of the State Minister Shashindra Rajapaksa. The aim of this move is to enhance the tourism industry in these areas. 6 million rupees has been spent for the project. Moving on to sports news. The Sri Lanka Cricket announced yesterday that Sri Lanka national team will leave for the Caribbean on the 23rd of this month to take part in a cricket series where the team will play matches covering all formats of the game. During the tour, Sri Lanka will play 3 T20s, 3 ODIs and 2 test matches under a biosecure environment in Antigua from 3rd March to Friday, the 2nd of April. The 3 T20 matches will be played on March 3rd, 5th and 7th at the Coolidge Cricket Ground, Antigua, whilst the ODI series will be played at the Sir Vivian Richards Cricket Stadium on March 10th, 12th and 14th. The first test match will start on Sunday, March 21st and the second starts on March 29th. That ends sports news.
Contributory deposit of 1,000 rupees from NSB when your child enters grade 1. Open a Hapan Children's Service account for your kid today. Higher interest. Conditions apply.
Business News. Sponsored by National Savings Bank. The safest place for your money.
On business news, Air Arabia, the Middle East and North Africa's first and lowest low-cost carrier, LCC, has announced the resumption of direct flights between Sharjah and Colombo starting 2nd of next month. Customers can now book their direct flights between Sharjah and Colombo by visiting Air Arabia's website, by calling the call center or through travel agencies. That ends business news.
Business News. Sponsored by National Savings Bank. The safest place for your money.
Contributory deposit of 1,000 rupees from NSB when your child enters grade 1. Open a Hapan Children's Service account for your kid today. Higher interest. Conditions apply.
Economic News. Courtesy of...
Hello, Puta, did you land already?
We're in transit and our flight got delayed.
How is Shani? Poor thing with her pregnancy.
Calm down, everything is sorted. Why, I have my LOLC World Card with me. We are at the VIP lounge.
LOLC Finance Credit Cards. Fuel the goodness in you.
On economic news, Tourism Minister Prasanna Ranatunga says a 3-year action plan is being prepared to develop the rural infrastructure throughout the island, and it is being implemented under the national program to uplift the rural economy. Accordingly, it is expected to expand schools, rural hospitals, playgrounds and multi-purpose buildings in all Grama-Niladhari divisions throughout the country, as well as facilities related to health, education and sports and youth. That ends economic news.
Congratulations on your promotion. Heard you gave a treat for everyone in your department yesterday.
Yeah.
When will be our treat, huh?
Well, how about today?
Oh no, I was just joking. We'll have a party with your new salary.
It's fine. I have my LOLC credit card with me. Let's go out today.
Those who spread goodness radiate happiness to everyone around them. Introducing LOLC Finance Credit Cards. Fuel the goodness in you.
And to end this bulletin of news, the headlines again. A power plant to generate electricity by using solid waste was opened by the Prime Minister. A National Development Media Centre to fulfill the people's development. COVID vaccines for 57,000. Minister Prasanna Ranatunga says no decision has been taken which harms the country's unitary state. A national policy to build local agricultural industry. Detention of Aung San Suu Kyi extended. With that, we conclude this bulletin of news from the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation.